Hey friends, it's Jessie. If you are new to fragrances, if you're just starting your fragrance collection, I have got a video for you about some fun ways to start your niche fragrance collection. I've done something similar to this video before. Anyway, just wanted to bring to you guys some fresh perspectives. If I was restarting today, what would I start my fragrance collection with? I do have one honorable mention because it deserves mentioning. So let's get started. Honorable mention is Baccarat Rouge 540 Extrait de Parfum. If you are new to niche fragrances, you haven't ever smelled this, please get your nose on this. This is one of my ride or die fragrances. I love this fragrance. I love the packaging. I love the longevity. There's not much that I can say bad about this fragrance other than that it is super expensive, super expensive. But it's a great fragrance to have. If I was starting my niche collection over again, I would definitely have this in it. I was gonna leave it out because I feel like this and kind of Delina are a little bit overdone at this point, which I have the Delina exclusive. I like it better than the original Delina, but I would be remiss if I shared a video. This was your first fragrance video to ever watch and you're like, I want to get into niche fragrances, and I didn't mention Baccarat Rouge 540 Extrait de Parfum. Not the original. Next up is a fragrance that was one of my first niche fragrances. This is Mancera's Oud Vanille or Oud Vanille. This is a great fragrance. I got a sample of this. It was a larger travel atomizer. We went through this so fast, and then probably halfway through the travel atomizer, I was like, that's full bottle worthy. I'm buying it. Now my little bottle's a little beaten up, but she's fighting strong, or he. This is very unisex fragrance. If you're a man watching this video and you're like, are these fragrances going to be for me? I would honestly say I only have one fragrance that I feel like is really feminine targeted. The rest of these, they're all unisex. So whether you're a man or a woman, keep watching this video. Oud Vanille, it just stole my heart years ago. This is about $180 a bottle. And if you can't find it, but look on Mercari, look on FragranceX, FragranceNet, all the places. That's where I find my niche fragrances. Sometimes I buy them direct from the retailer. Sometimes the retailers will have sales. So I always get on the Bond Number 9 email list and the Mancera email list and all that stuff because I want to know about new products coming out, but I also want to know about sales. Hello. Okay, next up is Navitus Parfums. You have to have a Navitus in your collection. I don't care who you are. This is Intimus. I went back and forth between Absolutio, Ray Spirits. Initially, I had written Ray Spirits down on my list, and then I crossed it out. And I was like, you know what? This is the one that I'm really enjoying. We're in summer now at this point where I live anyway. It's hot. All of those fragrances are fine, but this is the one that I feel like I'm grabbing, reaching for more. It's sweet. It's unisex. It just, on the back of it says alluring, attractive, and romantic. And it is all of those things. This is a great date night fragrance, but this is a great way to dip your toe into niche fragrances. I am not recommending anything here that smells like smoke, incense, frankincense, leather. I'm not recommending super sophisticated niche fragrances. These are just really great quality fragrances, but I will be really honest about the price point. So this one is about $145-ish, and Navitus is great because if you buy more than one fragrance, you get 20% off or 30% off or whatever. So if you buy 3, you get more. So the more fragrances you buy from them, the better. If you are buying from them, buy Ray Spirits with this, and Absolutio, and Arcanum, and I have several on my list that I really want to buy from Navitus, but Intimus, the packaging has changed. It's been upgraded. I mean, I love this packaging. There's nothing wrong with it, but they have updated their packaging on their fragrances. Okay, next up, I have one that I think I've featured on this list before, but I just could not include Tiziana Terenzi, and I have several. This is my favorite. This is my go-to. This is my girl, Spirito Fiorentino. My husband says, you should do more accents and sing more on your channel, and I'm like, we're here for the perfume, okay? This is by Tiziana Terenzi. This is an Italian perfumer. The bottles are incredible. She's got great fragrances. Berea, I can't even think right now. Ursa, I have Ursa. I have several others. Anyway, Andromeda, Ursa, Borea. Anyway, they all have really cool names. They all have different stories behind them. So it's just a really fun company to you know, have on your nightstand. This can also be used for a weapon if you're in a dire emergency. The cap on this weighs probably more than the actual bottle does, full of perfume, which mine's not full of perfume anymore. But this smells a little bit reminiscent to Baccarat Rouge 540-ish. Not really, not the same. It is not a either or, it is a both. Like, you can't you can't say I'll get this instead of that, because they really don't replace each other. But I just wanted to let you know it kind of goes in the same vein. I have a full fragrance review on Tiziano Terenzi's Spirito Fiorentino. If you're interested, Google or search essentially Jessie and Spirito Fiorentino. Really quickly, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please take 2.5 seconds and click that subscribe button, the notification bell. If you love fragrance as much as I love fragrance, then you will want to know all about new videos, new fragrances coming out, top 10 videos, battle videos, all the things. So just make sure that you're subscribed and notified about all new videos and become part of our fragrance family. So anyway, back to it. I have 3 left. I'm kind of fast and furious today. House of Sillage Tiara. I can't feature this in enough videos. It's so classy. I recently did a video of classy fragrances. She made the list. She made the list. But if you're starting your niche fragrance collection, so I was looking at my other House of Sillage, like the Mickey Mouse, love it. Benevolence, love it. I have several. Passion de l'Amour, Holiday. Anyway, I was really going to reach for Benevolence, and I was like, you know what? That's just sweet and not, I just didn't think it was a niche enough. And like, if you are spending, like these cupcakes run, I want to say 300-ish, but House of Sillage has incredible sales. I think Passion de l'Amour was 50% off this past weekend. So get on their email website, get on their email list, because they will send you half off all the time. So Tiara by House of Sillage, they have the Swarovski crystals. It's just so beautiful and delicate. This was the one fragrance that I was saying, I mean, as far as the smell goes, I feel like the smell is very unisex. I don't know of a whole lot of men in my life personally that want a cupcake like sitting next to their sink. But hey, if you do, that's great. If you don't mind, I mean, who cares? Like, I wear men's targeted fragrance. I wore Dior Homme yesterday and got 2 compliments on it. They're like, what are you wearing? And I was like, it's actually a men's targeted fragrance. But I love it. So wear whatever you want. So Tiara by House of Sillage. Okay, 2 more. Could not do this list without including Tribeca by Bond number 9. I love this fragrance. I have loved it for a long time. It is completely unisex. It is creamy. I have a full review on this fragrance. Tribeca is gorgeous. Next up on my list from Bond 9, I think, is Greenwich Village. Kind of hoping Chelsea declutters it. My friend that comes on my channel every once in a while and talks perfumes. If she declutters it, then I will be cluttering it for her, from her. Anyway, so Bond number 9, Tribeca. If you have this fragrance, drop me a comment below. Like, let me know, how do you feel about it? Because I think my heart beats Tribeca. Like, so good. Okay, and the last one on here is an extra one that I wanted to give you guys that is, I don't know. I could have picked several from the House of Initio. I could have picked Greatness or Rehab or whatever. But I was like, everybody needs a dynamic rose fragrance. And this is called Atomic Rose. I almost called it Iconic Rose. This is Atomic Rose. So I've done rose videos before. You can check those out. I love roses. I love finding different, unique rose fragrances. This is one that is, when I first started my perfume channel, I was like, I don't want anything to do with any roses. Like, I don't want to smell like my grandmother. I love my grandmother. My grandmother wore a lot of really cool perfumes, honestly. I still have her. If you want to see her little antique perfume tray, you can head over to my Instagram. That's where I shoot all my like perfumes of the week or what I'm wearing this weekend or whatever. But that's my grandmother's perfume tray. And I think that's where my love of perfume started. Anyway, I digress. But oh my word, Atomic Rose is atomic, and I feel like Initio fragrances, especially this one, is worth every penny, because these run $300-ish a bottle if you buy it brand new from the Initio website. which I can't remember where I got this. Anyway, I probably got it from there, but I can't remember. Atomic Rose is worth every penny because it is loud and proud. You will spray 2 to 3 sprays and you will be good for the whole day. It lasts. It's a great investment. So I won't ever recommend to you, or if I do, I will say, look, this is $6,000 and it's gonna last 10 minutes on your skin. Like, I'm always honest. I'm always want to be honest with you guys about, does it last? Does it not last? Is it worth it? If it's $50 but it lasts all day, heck yeah, that's worth it. If you like the fragrance, it's worth it all day. So just because something's niche or designer or celebrity fragrance, don't get overly caught up in that. I mean, yes, niche fragrances are going to be more expensive, so they should last longer, in my opinion. But sometimes they're dealing with very delicate ingredients that just simply cost a lot of money, and it's not going to last that long. So I always want to be straightforward with you guys, that you're getting the whole picture and not just, this smells great but doesn't last. Like, I want to be honest. So anyway, Atomic Rose is a great bang for your buck. So I hope that helped in starting, if you are starting your niche fragrance collection, just giving you some ideas and some different directions that I would run in if I had to do it over again and start over. My collection is really large. I know there have been several of you commenting lately that you guys are growing your perfume collection. I love interacting with you guys in the comments. So don't forget to subscribe, click the notification bell. Smell you later.